I have to start this video by saying nobody, absolutely nobody enjoys flattening the backs of plain irons and chisels, and in this video we are doing 19. It's actually going to be over 19, but right now we have 19, and I'm starting to think that Lou just wanted to torture me by putting all of this together, knowing I would need to flatten all of the backs. But for my patrons and YouTube members, I love you guys, so let's go ahead and dive in. Now, the first thing that I did is I did 20 swipes and I wanted to see the results. And this is kind of what that looks like sped up. Now, the results of all of those swipes were insignificant. So what I did after that is I just continued flattening the backs and counting. Sometimes I had to alternate between different stones. Some of these irons really gave me a workout and other ones were actually awesome. So let's go to our chart here. First, looking at the winners, we have the Hawk 01 that only took 20 swipes on the extra fine stone, and then we have the PMV 11 butt chisels, which, if you guys don't know PMV 11, they do come out sharp or flat. If they don't, you need to return it and get a different one or put the work into them, but PMV 11 can be a pain if it's not already flattened for you. Now, I do have a Veritas A2 and O1 on the way, so I'm curious to see how flat those ones are out of the box. You might also notice the Lake Erie iron has quite a bit there, and I actually stopped counting because it was taking so long. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later on. Now, if you remember our last video, the winners of that one, which were sharpness out of the box, was the Hawk 01. They won this one as well. The Ashley Isles Chisel did not win this one, and the Ashley Isles Dovetail also did not win this one. The Ashley Isles 1-inch, I was very surprised at how many passes it needed. Ashley Isles is, I believe all of them are 01, and they're usually really flat out of the box. So I don't know if we just got a bad one on this one or what, but I know the Ashley Isles Dovetail, it was also only a 1/4 inch, so it didn't take long at all to flatten. Now, if you guys watched the other video, I told you there was going to be a bonus because I can't just flatten the backs and say, there you go, there's a video. So what I did after that is I tested the sharpness because I was curious to see if just flattening the back alone had a significant impact on the sharpness if I haven't even touched the bevel yet. So I did a lot more of this. And then added them onto the spreadsheet. So, if you can tell, it is an overwhelming yes. Flattening the back alone does help increase the sharpness, even though I never touched the bevel. Looking specifically at the winners from this video and from the last one, you can see how much it actually improved. So, 134, 163, 20 swipes on the back was 130. That's the Hawk 01, sorry. The Ashley Isles Dovetail was 205, 224, 20 swipes on an extra fine, brought it down to 189. Now, the Ashley Isles 1-inch was 202, 195, took a ton of swipes, and actually got worse. On that note, let's look at some of the ones that did get worse. And what I noticed with them is it seemed like the more swipes I needed to make, the worse it got. And I'm not sure if that's because the edge folding the opposite way. I just thought that that was interesting. The other thing to note is the ones that were severely dull. So we have the file that was 1938, the one that was basically a butter knife. That one made a significant improvement. It jumped down by 1,000 points. The ISI Sharp was at 864, and then after flattening the back, it went to 413. So that alone is telling me that flattening the back is very important, and I might need to pay attention to it a little bit more in my sharpening because I tend to neglect the back. I just kind of do the bevel, swipe the back, and go on about my day. Now, I said I was going to talk about that Lake Erie iron, so let me go back to that one real quick. I was talking to my buddy Steve, who's actually a member too, and he was telling me that Nick from Lake Erie has changed his process, and now his irons are coming out flat. He had suggested that I reach out to him because it's possible that the iron I have was from an old batch before he changed his process. So I did reach out to Lake Erie. I shared these results with them, and he said, I'm sorry, not a problem. Let me send you a new one. And he's also going to be sending me some diamond strop paste to try out. So I'm really excited to get the new iron. Once I get that one, I'll redo the test for the iron because if he did improve his process, I want that to be reflective. I don't want it to be reflective of an old process if he has improved things. And I've also been hearing how amazing these irons are. And after this test, I was pretty disappointed. So I'm hoping to get the new one to kind of rejuvenate the the excitement I had in trying the Lake Erie iron. And as you guys know, mistakes happen, things happen. He's making it right. I'm not worried about it. So I'll update you guys on those results when I get them. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next one is going to be on how many swipes does it take to get under 150 sharpness. So I'm really excited to do that one. As always, if you guys have questions, comments, anything like that, feel free to let me know, and have a good day.